Andy's Angels, Mike Hirst. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you doing this morning?
Doing really well. I heard it was a good holiday season at Andy's place.
Oh, absolutely. Had a great time. Starting out with Thanksgiving, everybody wanted to have a Thanksgiving dinner there, and instead of having it catered or something like that, they wanted to fix it themselves. So
that's cool.
We furnished all the turkeys and all the raw materials, and everybody brought their best grandma's recipe or mother's recipe, and they just had a fantastic time. Probably for a lot of them, it was the best Thanksgiving dinner they ever had.
Yeah.
They brought family from the outside. They brought their dogs. It was just a great time. It was, what a way to build self-confidence when you're really down on your luck to bring your mom's favorite dish or your grandma's favorite dish, and somebody says, "Wow, I didn't know you could cook like that. That's the best bean casserole I ever had."
Yeah.
And those are the kind of things that you really need to do to build self-esteem, self-worth. And then we went to Christmas time came, and of course the Andy's Angels Foundation made sure every kid out there got everything on their list for Christmas that they wanted. And all the tenants, we spent, I don't know, maybe $13,000 on making sure everybody had the best Christmas they ever had there. And I went to they asked me to come over afterwards, and they wanted to thank me. And I don't get uncomfortable in those situations, but I got to tell you, with people's tears are coming out of their eyes, tears are coming out of my eyes. I mean, it was quite emotional to have somebody come up to you and just pour their heart out with gratitude. These are all great people at one time, and they got down on their luck, and now they're building their life back up, and they're just so grateful that they got a helping hand from the community of Jackson that is reaching out and saying, "Hey, what can we do for everybody here?" There was one young girl there that I don't know, I was looking at her Christmas list, or my daughter was looking at her Christmas list, and she didn't want any toys. She wanted a new bedspread, a new pillowcase, new sheets. I said, you get her the best their money can buy. But it's just amazing when you forget about the things that people don't have.
Yeah.
And, kind of makes the kid that wants everything in the world. There's a lot of kids out there that they just want a place to sleep that's got a clean set of sheets and a bedspread on it. Let's look at life that way.
Well, it's got to be rewarding, because while they're thanking you for Christmas gifts, they're also, I'm sure, thanking you for saving their lives and saving their families. And it's really unknown how many lives you and Andy's Angels and all the people that you work with have impacted, and really you've saved lives. That's got to be an amazing legacy for you.
I appreciate that, but I had a lot of help. Coming on this show. I mean, you guys help out. I mean, this Jackson is fantastic. I was in Midland. They're going to do another Andy's place in Midland, and I was there last night for the township meeting. And there was a lot of opposition, and
really?
We really didn't think it was going to go our way until the final vote came after 3.5 hours of arm twisting talking, and it's really about education. Everybody thinks that somebody that's got a drug problem, that must be a horrible, rotten person that's going to kill, rape, steal from me and everything else, and that's simply not the case at all. I mean, Andy's place, we had the statistics. Andy's place, if you want to look at the sheet of the whole Jackson County and where all the crime is located, why don't you go to Andy's place if you want to be safe?
Yeah, exactly.
It was about the safest place in the entire county.
Yeah, I can't remember hearing one thing ever.
And so to get that point across, and they finally, in the end, the city council came together, and everybody voted for it, excluding the mayor, didn't think it was in the right neighborhood. And I can see people's concerns, but if we really want to attack this problem, then we got to come together as a community. You can't do any of this not in my backyard stuff. I mean, because that's what the people need. They need to integrate into society, and you need to integrate with them. And we can't just take this population, and because they have a drug problem, segregate them from the rest of society. They're never going to get better.
Agree. Yeah. But when you guys designed Andy's place, you have these areas for gathering and for families to come in and things like that, with the overall growth and recovery in mind. But you guys realize it takes a lot of those ancillary items. It's not just a place to rest your head.
Exactly. That's their own neighborhood there.
Yeah.
That is a neighborhood, that is a community within the community of Jackson. They've really come together. It took a long time. You come out of rehab, you come out of jail or whatever, you don't trust anybody. If you've lived that life, you're not trusting anybody. You don't trust your best friend. And getting people to trust each other and to help each other, and that's really what the premise of the whole project's about. You got somebody falls down and relapses, you got 49 other people there to help prop you back up and get you back on your feet, and then in turn you're going to pay it forward by also returning that favor when somebody else drops down.
So Andy's Place in Jackson was the first of its kind anywhere in the United States, and now as you've got approval in Midland for a second Andy's Place, this is just, you just hope it keeps on growing and going.
Absolutely. You know, there was a project in Southfield that's it's the same. Actually, we're working with them, but they're going to do their own design. They've had a little trouble getting zoning and all that. Same happens in Kalamazoo, but I think as communities see what really happens and see the results, and you know, lots of rumors go on. You know, we couldn't believe some of the rumors that were up there that you know. There's a meth lab inside there, you know. So first off, you guys don't understand what a meth lab is because you can smell one 100 miles away. But, you know, and this is going on. Oh, there was a homicide there. No, the homicide was about 2 miles away at a motorcycle club, had nothing to do with Andy's Place or whatever. But all these stories, and I said, you know, ask the security people, ask the police department.
Right.
You know, why are you listening to people on the outside? And there's always that negative aspect out there of somebody wants to see something fail. Told you they couldn't do it. Told you they'd never make it. And you know, we gotta get rid of that.
Yeah, I agree.
One of the things the community does to support Andy's Angels in Andy's Place is annual fundraiser that was able to return to in person. Last year, have you got the date for this year's event?
No, we have not got the date, but we want to make sure it's a big event. You know, we got screwed up on the schedule due to the construction going on at the club there, and the COVID restrictions before that, so we're going to get back on a springtime, but we haven't had that date. You'll be the first people I tell about that date.
We'll be there. It'll be a big event.
We're going to make it a big event. A real big event. So.
You also haven't been able to get into the schools and do your program and speak to the kids because of COVID. Are you able to get back?
I think by we haven't been able to yet, but I think by the start of next year we'll be back running full steam. You know, I tell any school district, if you want me to come out and talk, I'll make the time to do that.
Yeah. And I suggest anyone watching contact your school district and ask them to call Mike to speak, because it is important to hear from Mike. Mike's been through everything when it comes to this, so I think people need to hear it.
Yeah, the kids need to hear it. You know, we talked a lot to the high school kids, but really need to talk to the junior high kids. We need to talk to the elementary school kids. Often by the time they get to high school, it's too late.
Yeah.
And I've been in the schools when you've done your program, and the kids don't know.
No.
They really don't.
No.
It's amazing how much they don't know.
You don't know until you're in the situation, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, parents don't know, the kids don't know, and they just the kids take advice from people they shouldn't be taking advice from. You know, and the parents take advice from people they shouldn't be taking advice from. You know.
You are who your friends are.
Exactly.
The internet.
Well, not my friends. The internet, no, I'm not friends with the internet. That's not me.
So yeah. So anyway, the people are just excited. They're excited to be alive over there, and through this holiday season, which is probably the worst time if you're suffering from substance abuse, you're suffering from the loss of your kids, you're suffering from financial distress. That's probably the worst time of the year, and they had the greatest time there. We ended up putting a community, took the boardroom out of there. The big board table and everything, made it a game room. We have a nice brand new pool table in there, a big screen TV. They have a dartboard in there. I mean, you got to have a little bit of fun in life, you know. So that, along with the weight machine, the exercise room, and the conference room, but the community room where they have all their functions, and we have. There's meetings going on there every day, all day long, from different groups from all over. Everybody wants to meet there and experience the camaraderie that goes on, and we're just happy as we can be. Happy for them.
Well, thanks for all that you're doing, and continued good luck and success.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike.
We couldn't
Mike
do it
Hirst,
without you.
founder of Andy's Angels and Andy's Place. The morning show continues after this.